Yes, I don't form a munina kwaba over platform we as a host na haji and I want to make a port nimpunimpunimi so and a lady kind our whatever platform we as an hour once a smash it. Subscribe button so for latest update and behind notification when we are newly upload behind no a very rich was started for serious you must see the answer as a plate media so celebrities for one channel and I'm only out to be over this particular platform as so often ya do see arfwe e ya de say wa hu Stonebwoy no ekopiem e wo interview bi na interview no ane ye kobo ablante friend say Wale Shatta Wale edin e wo da sa na for Stonebwoy reaction ene sese ne na oye no da side ye me de atwetwema so adan e de na ekọ so what I say because the kwan fa so e stop pace say ne presenter ne de na ano den e wo da side abai daja e wo media so for men comment me hwe enjaje yankona fa sa evidence ne de embre
talk about this and we'll move on. Is there a real issue between Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale?
Nah, let's go to the next question.
None whatsoever.
Let's go to the next question, please.
No, I'm not trying to feed into the negativity at all. We're not. But I just want to...
That's why we have to go to the next question.
I understand.
I'm telling you, in all peace and in all progress sake. Next question. Because you know what it will be? It will add up to that conversation.
No, I'm not. Stonebwoy,
so let's leave that for the fans. Let's leave that for the fans.
Yes.
You see, this platform is a big one. We need to use that time to push.
Absolutely.
So let's move on to the next question, I promise.
But since creation of man, okay, there's been conflict, disagreement, so on and so forth. By the end of the day, men will sit around the table and find a resolution. Okay? And so, hey, that's why I'm asking, is there a problem? If no,
there are still bombs flying in Israel and
as
in
we
Gaza.
speak now, but in the end, to bring a peaceful solution would mean that men, women will have to sit around the table to strike peace.
To move on, because there are so many other things that are more important as well. Yeah. There's hunger, people need food. Things have to be done, people need water. There's a lot of things that we have to move on to. That's why we have to move on to the next question.
I mean, early. See, the reason I'm asking this, Stonebwoy, because before we came on air, we're talking about, because you went to support your guy, kudos, and you actually said on the 10th of November, Arsenal will be playing against, 1st of November, sorry, Arsenal will be playing against West Ham.
And what did I say?
You said Partey and kudos, right? They will shine, right?
Yes, you said, yo, that's going to be tough. Yes. Who are you supporting?
Who's your favorite?
And what did I say?
And you said, well, this is a platform for both of them to shine. So we talk about Ghana.
Because that is a reality too. So why would we focus on one of the other realities, which would be that who is your favorite? That is also a reality. But look at the other reality, that Ghana is on the left team and same Ghana is on the right team. And these are two great icons. Partey is a senior performer. Kudus just came into the English Premier League not more than 2 months, just to be fair. And Partey has been hoisting the flag for a very long time and breaking all the doors and all of that. So if another brother has come to add and they are even clashing, all I, Stonebwoy, see is Ghana representing in the helms of affairs at the cornermost part of performance that day. So all I see is Ghana, because both of them are going to shine. And these things, you see them in Messi and in Ronaldo. You see? But look at the beauty of it, where assuming Messi and Ronaldo were from Portugal or Argentina, that would be like some massive situation. So now you have Partey and you have Kudus, who are not even rivals in any form. The first thing my mind went to is to see a shine of Ghana, and this is going to help elevate this negative mindset, because it's choice. It's going to be moving a little bit gradually. When I went to the stadium, I didn't even imagine that news is going to fly this high, because me, I do from my heart. And that's one of my kid brothers. Kudus is really a best friend to my kid brother. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like a big brother to them. And respect is very reciprocal, and I respect them both even more, because I have to prove, I have to show respect for them to be able to, in quote, emulate. So that means that the respect that's going to come from me has to even be more. It cannot be less, because I'm the elder one, you feel me? So you don't know, that's just what I see. And that's why I said, let's move on to the next question.
No, but
maybe when he comes and sits here, he would be interested to explain.
No, I get it. And also I understand where you're coming from because, you know, this goes out, one page will just pick whatever it is and say, oh, Stonebwoy said this. I understand.
Because your platform is powerful.
Of course, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong in saying, hey, Pate is my guy, but hey, kudos, yes, they will win. There's nothing wrong in that.
No. There's zero wrong in that. I was chatting with Pate yesterday, of course, and kudos is... So, I mean, you're using that example for me to have answered your question.
That's what I was saying, because we all understand, you know? We all understand. Don't leave me hanging.
I wouldn't, I'm sorry. Okay, but before it ends, without due respect, before it ends, I'll let you know that, you know, I'll let you know.
All right, okay,
I can't leave you hanging.
All right, now let's talk about fifth dimension.
Right. Don't leave me. That touched me. Don't leave me hanging. That touched me, brother.
I think it's a bit of an unwritten law in Ghana that outsiders are treated well, foreigners are treated well. And there's a perception that, and there's a belief within the Ghanaian community that Ghanaians don't actually treat each other that well. And this is just my opinion. I think that has also transcended into the music sphere. Thanks to social media and technological advancement, these days, not so much of journalists, but bloggers. And one thing I have noticed is the consistent negativity about artists. And one day I just sat down and realized after watching one particular individual, who I will not mention the name, descending heavily on an artist. And in as much as I was a Ghanaian, I thought, okay, he might be justified in what he's saying. I realized that, no, there's something actually wrong. Yeah. Because if you look at Ghanaian artists, especially today's artists, you know, you came from nothing, essentially. Most artists came from nothing. Sarkodie came from nothing. Shatta Wale came from nothing. Literally building themselves up, building your brand up to sustain yourself and to cross borders, transcend Ghana, I think should be applauded, and to look at the blueprint and try to see how we can further. But what we see is just negativity. Oh, he wasn't able to do this, or this one has done this, and this one hasn't done that. Yeah. I mean, you've had your fair share. How do you feel? How do you react? How are you able to deal with it?
Thank you very much. I love the question. But before I continue, with the example I made with Edna Ogoli, that's on the Nigeria side. On the South African side, you know, we had Lucky Dube.
Oh, yes.
On the Ivory Coast side, we had Alpha Blondy, Tikin Jafakoli. On the Ghana side, we have, I can even add Kojo Entry to that list. We had Ruth Anabo. These were the first band to perform somewhere in Jamaica on a reggae festival. And we have the Black Prophets, we have the Rocky Dawunis, we have names, Papa Wastik, General Marcos. So that example is well fitted to know that we are all growing from crop to crop to crop to crop, dynamizing our sound, evolving into the beauty of turning, you know, hybrids and naming it whatever we feel to name, but the source is definitely the same. Good. Now coming into the question, it's really unfortunate that it has become a thing that we are becoming known for as Ghanaians. It's unfortunate. It's not a good place to be, whereby we are almost becoming known for the confusion in the creative arts. Because I tell you, yesterday I went to sit at the roadside out of my apartment, because, you know, I brought the good weather to London.
Yes, you did.
The whole October is feeling like we're in Accra. Yeah. So I just decided to take a walk, just few steps, and then I just sat on it's like a two-ball situation. I was just there with me and OG. I love to do that a lot. That's how I find some peace, you know, like entering the underground and just chilling. But I always get spotted, which I still love, because it's like a shock. Somebody would not even realize, and then it becomes a conversation. Yeah. So there was this young lady who was just shocked. I was like, what are you doing here? No, is this you? Nah, come on. Right over there, in 3 minutes, you're going to find there's an outdoor garden, there's a water. I said if I knew, I'd have gone there because I love the natural vibes. But of course, this is also breezy. I'm seeing the cars pass and people. It's like I love to take in that, you know what I'm saying? And then we're starting, like, are you going to come to the show? She's like, yeah, oh, yeah, the 29th. You guys be talking about it. Yeah, I saw something in Birmingham as well. So I'm like, oh, great. In my mind, I'm like, all right, publicity is working. You know, publicity really is going far because news travels. But now the thing is the interest to want to take a step after hearing the publicity is dependent on a lot of things. And then, you know, this girl was stating, like, she mentioned the same thing you did. And she specifically said she thinks there's not much investment in the craft.
Yes, therefore, now just a Winston and someone, of course, our that's a 100 money, the best you do be a baba.